Hello and welcome back to Alternate Ending, where we are still discovering good movies one bad movie at a time. I am your host for this week, Brennan Klein, and with me are going to be two familiar voices. I'm going to start with you, Cameron. Hello, Cameron. How are you doing today? It's Cameron Shaw.
Yes, hi. I'm doing all right. How are you?
I am doing fine. It is actually raining in Southern
Yes.
California. Oh yeah, because we're far apart, but you're getting the rain too.
Also Northern California. Yeah, I mean, it's not lots of rain at the moment, but it has been raining. Yes.
No, it actually feels like autumnal weather
Yes.
after it's been in the mid 80s for basically all of November. So I'm embracing the coziness today.
I am too. It makes me want to bake things. So,
Ooh.
maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, it is. We have oven season and we have very much not oven season
hmm
here. So you gotta lean in. But someone who can probably have been turning on the oven for several weeks, judging by my understanding of where he lives. We also have Brian Fowler. How are you doing, Brian?
Yes, this is the kind of season where you might bake just to warm up the house
hmm
here in Michigan. We had early this past week, we had some cold days, but swung back up into the 40s. So, we're nice and toasty now.
Oh, up into the 40s. I've never heard an up into the 40s.
Oh, I have. I have lived that Midwest life. It's something.
Because you went to Northwestern, right?
Yes. I
So,
got
yes,
the
you know
yeah,
what lake effect snow is.
I sure do. It's
Lake
delightful.
effect snow?
So,
Yeah, Brian,
the
you
very
explain
quick,
that.
the very quick explanation without getting into meteorology is big lakes and um what fronts when they meet and you
Uh-huh.
get what would be a little bit of snow becomes a lot of bit of snow.
Oh.
You get more
Yeah.
snow and Chicago and the, rest of the coast of Lake Michigan there gets a lot of snow from lake effect snow.
Okay, good to
Yeah.
know. I mean, I do use this podcast as an opportunity to learn about a lot of things about the Midwest. I will never forget learning about hot dish on the air, and needing to
Fantastic
throw up and
episode.
having to wait till after the recording.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
actually a fan of hot dish, but the idea of not knowing what it was did make me laugh a lot.
Yeah, I gotta say, I now know what it is, and I'm not a fan of hot dish, not having tried it.
Fair
Um,
enough.
But yes, we are gathered here today not to discuss Hot Dish, but to do a December preview. We're looking forward at the movies of the final month of 2025. But first, let's do a little movie roundtable. Brian, do you have a movie you want to talk about today that you've seen recently?
I do, and for no good reason I can explain, I decided to finally catch up with the 2017 Netflix original, The Babysitter.
oh, of
Okay.
course.
I, yeah, I
It's part of
completely
your
random.
McG retrospective, right?
Oh God, no! What else did he direct? Like one of the Charlie's Angels movies.
Yeah, Terminator Salvation.
Oh
Oh
God, there's no
God.
way in hell I'm rewatching that. That's a horrible movie. But no, it's not great. It's not terrible. Samara Weaving is very, very good in it, which if she wasn't very good in it, I think it might have been terrible.
But you
But
made it through
it's
to the end.
yes, and got to find out there's a sequel hook, and there is a
Oh,
sequel.
Yeah.
oh.
Are you going to watch The Babysitter: Killer Queen?
I might, but it's funny. It's a horror comedy with
Mhm.
the emphasis much more on comedy than horror. Um, but yeah, I have no explanation for what. Maybe I was literally just doing that. You're scrolling through Netflix, like, oh, I was gonna watch that. Holy shit, 8 years ago. I never got around to it, so I did.
Cool.
I assume you've seen it, Brennan, because it feels like something you would have seen.
I have seen the first 10 minutes of The Babysitter before I turned it
Oh,
off.
that's as far as you got.
Yeah, I'm not
Fair
saying it
enough.
was terrible, but it was definitely not the vibe I was seeking in that moment.
Yeah, as far as like from that basic time period, there was a bit of a glut of satanic panic type movies that came out, and the one actually called Satanic Panic,
Hmm.
and I'm drawing a blank on the director's name now, but
Chelsea Stardust.
thank you, that's right. Was significantly better at doing a lot of the similar things as the babysitter. I
Hmm.
would recommend that well before this one.
Yeah.
Although again, I do think Samara Weaving makes it worth at least I don't know if I'd say worth watching, but not a complete waste of time.
Well, I would definitely rely on her to elevate a lot of different kind of mediocre genre fare. So it's that's she's someone that I was less aware of in 2017, but now it might be more tempting to go back and
Right,
look at
because
it for sure.
that's before she was in Ready or Not, before she was in was it Scream or Scream Six that
She
she's
was in
got that
Scream 6.
Scream Six. She has the fun cameo in that.
Hmm. But yeah, okay, wait. So Cameron, what are you bringing to the table today?
Well, I guess it's also sort of a horror movie. I saw Frankenstein. I have not seen a ton of movies recently. I've seen Frankenstein is the big release. I'm talking about the big release. I have more complicated feelings about Frankenstein than the other movie that I've seen recently. Um, I am a big Guillermo del Toro fan.
Hmm.
That's not to say I've seen all his movies. I have not. I did not watch Pinocchio. Um, Kind of wishing that I had because I feel like Guillermo del Toro in this era of Netflix is sort of a different beast, perhaps, than he used to be. No pun intended. I I really I liked I really enjoyed being in this movie, watching this movie, and I don't think it's great. I thought it was good. And I think that it was a little obviously it's like 2.5 hours long. It's a little overblown.
Hmm.
There are two sections of it. There's the doctor's story, and then there's the creature's story. And the doctor's story is longer and should have been shorter, I think. Because I think the interesting part is the creature's story. And yet so much of that is told in voiceover, which I have a big problem with
Hmm.
relying so heavily on voiceover, despite the fact that this is based on like an epistolary novel where it might make sense to be reading out letters and things, but it's not such a direct adaptation to the novel that I really feel like it could be justified. So too much voiceover, too many words in the second half. And however, I'm just a sucker for the visuals, his sense of visual style. I think that the sets are amazing, the costumes are amazing. The way that they shoot the sets and the costumes, I think could have been a little bit more amazing.
Hmm.
But that again might have something to do with Netflix and the fact that they don't really expect people to be seeing this in theaters so much. It just felt like every scene was like, here is the set, and we will just sit here and look at the set. As opposed to doing much interesting with the camera. And
Did
the
it kind
sets
of?
are
Oh yeah.
gorgeous, so that is not a bad thing necessarily, and yet, I judge things like that. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, no, you have the expertise. Did it kind of feel like they were just kind of doing a theatrical proscenium thing, like just having the set be what the scene is, or maybe just a little not like just not like that, but
No,
not
not
dynamic?
no. Yeah, I felt it could have been a little bit more dynamic and there are very interesting moments and set pieces. Like it's in the trailer, so this isn't much of a spoiler, but when they're looking for pieces of bodies to create the creature, they go to like a World War I battlefield, and that's
Oh.
an interesting set piece, the way it's shot, and I enjoyed that. But it's almost like everything is very wide. Not very wide. It's not like it's fisheye. This isn't the favorite, but um I just felt like that you could have gotten a little bit more into the characters, and that is maybe a Del Toro thing where he doesn't get super emotionally involved with characters unless it's the girl in Pan's Labyrinth. But other than that, I don't know. There was something missing, and I'm sort of still muddling through figuring out exactly what it is. So I would say this is a good movie. See it on the big screen if you can.
Mm.
And it's not his best. How I feel.
Yeah. It's high on my list
Have
of
either of
things
you seen this?
no, that's I was gonna say it's very high on the list of things I want to see right now. but it's not playing at my local theater, which isn't a surprise. I live in the middle of nowhere. And it's
Hmm.
an hour and 4 minutes longer than the babysitter. It's much harder to find the time to be like, hey, let's watch this. It's like I want to see it. I love
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro. As I said back when we did the October preview episode, literally all I need to be sold in this movie were the words Guillermo del Toro is Frankenstein. Like,
hmm
why are we still talking? Let's go see it.
Same.
I just haven't had the time yet.
Yeah.
It's long.
but I was gonna say it's like high on my list of movies that I feel like I need to watch, but low on the list of movies I want to watch. That runtime is really killer, and the only thing I need to see less than a Frankenstein adaptation is a Dracula adaptation. But like, I just feel like both, if we're doing straight adaptations of those, they're done to death, and I'm just not compelled by. I just don't feel like I need to see it. Although I want to see what Del Toro does with it, because obviously he's very visual and very interesting things. But just like 2.5 hours of Frankenstein, like I have paid my time to Frankenstein as a story already.
Hmm. Sure. I do think that, so I was not very familiar with Jacob Elordi before this. I knew who he was. That was about it.
Mhm.
And I thought he was really good, and I still like, and this is left over from Guillermo del Toro's earlier stuff. Like, I still think that if the creature had been played by Doug Jones, it would have been better. But that's, we can't really go down that road because it didn't happen that way. So what are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
But it feels like it could have. It's just one of those it's because they work together so often. It feels like a low ball ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and so speaking of auteur directors who have been given a lot of money to make a big adaptation, I am going to be talking about the new Edgar Wright adaptation of Stephen King's The Running Man,
Mhm.
written and published as Richard Bachman. This is the, second Richard Bachman movie of the year about different speeds of ambulation. A joke I have already made, but am still amused by.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, so I actually am not familiar with the original novel or the Arnold Schwarzenegger adaptation that came out in 1987. So this is my first perusal of The Running Man. Brian?
I was just going to say I'm familiar with both, and
I'm
not yet
not.
with this one.
Okay,
Oh,
so I might draw upon your knowledge, but I won't spoil the ways that it is or isn't different from the book. I am aware of certain things where it kind of splits. But in short, Glenn Powell plays the angriest man in dystopian America, whose daughter is incredibly sick, and he needs money. And basically, America is more or less run by this television network. It was slightly unclear to me if the network is the government or if the network is just more powerful than the government. Um, but basically, he signs up to be on a game show that is going to be punishing two poor people, and he ends up on The Running Man, which is like you have to survive for 30 days. There are five hunters that are trying to hunt you down, and you have to stay in disguise or like not be noticed by people because people have this app where they can report that they have seen you and send the hunters
Hmm.
your way, and they get money for doing that also. So he's on the run and he's like, he's one of these action heroes. It's like, family is the most important thing to me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so bored. Um, and obviously family is very important, but when it's a character's single thing that they talk or think about, it's a little boring to me. Um,
It's a little
but
Fast and the Furious,
yes,
I
it's just,
guess.
they just hit it with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. This movie, like any dystopian movie, it's guess what? It's about today. Um, and it has a lot to say, and I think a lot of it is kind of garbled. It doesn't uh it is very clearly trying to communicate its subtext to you at basically all times, but it has too many conflicting themes. To me, it felt like it was wrestling with having to have the spine of the book The Running Man and wanting to
Mm.
be at the same time a Glenn Powell star vehicle called The Running Man. And I think those are two fundamentally different things.
Yeah, I would agree. That's hilarious.
Yeah, and this is very clear in the ending. I'm not going to say what happens. I know it diverges slightly from the book, but also tries to incorporate what the book is doing in a way that flatly doesn't make any sense. Um, I feel like I like Glenn Powell as a screen presence. I don't think he was well cast for this role.
Hmm.
He's not an angry performer, and this character is a tightly coiled ball of anger who can lash out at any moment. And his way of interpreting that is by kind of just mean mugging for the first third of the movie. It's like he's wearing a Halloween mask of anger rather than feeling anger. Um, I thought the action was decently diverting. I thought that Edgar Wright has some nice kind of grace notes that are funny or fun or nice. There is an entire sequence where Glenn Powell is wrapped in a towel and doing an action sequence, having come out of the
Oh,
shower.
tell me
Um,
more.
yeah, no, it was. I will say is it is a much more compelling sequence of Glenn Powell partial nudity than anything in his big rom-com Anyone But You. So if you were looking for that, there is a pretty sustained sequence of that. But
Is it
overall,
one of those magic towels like
oh
women often have in movies, where
yes,
no matter what they do, it
It
never
doesn't
moves from
fall off.
certain parts
Yeah.
of the body?
oh yeah, it is a concrete towel. It was actually, it stole the scene because I was really fascinated with the mechanics of how it could have possibly stayed on his body. Um,
Nice
Makes
to
me
see
want to
we're
see
getting
it. I'm
gender
not gonna lie.
equality of magic
Yeah.
towels.
hmm Yeah, and I don't think it's a movie that's not worth seeing. I just wasn't. It's just like Frankenstein. It's just missing
Hmm.
something at the center. That I think is it. There are parts where it felt like an Edgar Wright movie, but a lot of the time it just felt like a big buffed studio movie that had maybe a little more personality than it could have. Um, Also, although I will say my favorite thing, I don't know if it was intentional or not. I'm leaning towards unintentional, but there is a cereal brand that gets promotion on one of these game shows, and it's called Fun Twinks. Which
Oh
if
God.
you've ever talked to a gay person, that's a very fun thing to call a cereal.
Hmm.
Um, and I
Nobody
can't
wants
imagine.
sad twinks.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I was like, I mean, look, I appreciate fun twinks. We want them in our lives. I was baffled by a cereal being called that, but it was as compelling as the towel. But like in any movie that you're not super invested in the main story, you're noticing all of the little details and just
Hmm.
finding other things to focus on. And that was kind of my vibe with The Running Man, unfortunately. I don't think have either of you seen it?
No.
Not yet. I'm a big Edgar Wright fan. I have liked every narrative film he has made,
Okay, so
including,
you
I
like
know,
Last Night in Soho?
I thought Last Night in Soho was fantastic.
Okay.
Like, I thought it was one of the most beautifully edited and shot movies of its year. And I thought the
Hmm.
story was, predictable but fine. Um, and I'm a big fan of the book, The Running Man.
Mhm.
The problem is when I watched the trailer, it doesn't look particularly like an Edgar Wright movie, nor like an adaptation of The Running Man.
Ooh,
Hmm.
interesting. Yeah, I'm going to read the book once it drops in my library, so I will have more insight on that at some point.
Like, I don't want to spoil much, but it's like, and this is to a lesser extent, I guess, the same problem the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie had, although that one just threw the book out the window pretty early. But the character of Ben Richards has tuberculosis and
Oh,
asthma
Oh.
in the book. He is not an action hero at all.
oh,
Oh.
interesting. Yeah, no,
It,
that's not. I mean, that's the thing of like how Carrie is never fat in adaptations of Carrie. Like they
Uh-huh.
really
right,
like to Hollywood up
because
Stephen King
Sissy
characters.
Spacek or um oh, what is her name?
Chloe
Chloe
Grace
Grace
Moretz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, they do not look like Carrie from the book's description at all. I don't know who played Carrie in the TV adaptation from.
I think it was Angela Bettis.
It might have been. I don't know. And then this isn't really related, but Mike Flanagan's working on a new TV miniseries adaptation.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's like, and you said, it diverges from the end of the book without spoiling anything. I would be shocked if it ended the way the book did, because I can't imagine a studio
Mm.
greenlighting that ending.
Yeah, and they did not.
But yeah, if somebody told me it ends exactly the way the book did, my jaw would have probably hit my computer, you know.
Mm.
But
But yeah, no, Glenn Powell does not have asthma in this movie. He does have ass, so he has half of asthma, but that's all.
but yeah, it's like it doesn't look the overwhelming theme of not just the Running Man, but all four of the books in the Bachman book is they are bleak
Hmm.
novels. And Edgar Wright and bleak aren't two things that feel like they go together.
Mm-mm, you're right.
No, and
And it doesn't sound like he's stepped out of that comfort zone.
no, I mean like there are yeah, no, he's kind of Hunger Gamesified it a little bit. Where it's like it's still you're looking at a bleak world, but it's a little more like contemporary and fun action movie still. Like it's not just drudgery and dreariness.
I feel like fun is generally one of the key words in almost everything he has made.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They're fun, fast paced, quippy, showily edited, whether you like that or not.
Yeah, and I tend to like it. I actually think that The Running Man is not particularly well edited. Or at least he's trying to do that snappy thing that he does, and it maybe turns into being a little too chaotic for the
Mm.
way that an action movie needs to be cut. Or at least that's kind of how I felt.
Well, I can definitely see that because I mean this is the first real action movie he's made. Like there's action sequences in Hot Fuzz and Baby
Eh,
Driver.
and Scott
And Shaun of
Pilgrim.
the Dead.
Eh,
He
but
dabbles.
none of them are. I feel like that's not the first genre you would name for any of those.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe
that's true.
Scott Pilgrim. There's a lot of fighting in Scott Pilgrim, but it's so much comedic fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a
God, I
different
love that one.
rhythm.
Yes. And this is the first thing he's made that feels like it's a fully serious action film, at least from the trailers. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it. I'm going to resubscribe to the local version of the theater subscription model here
Oh, uh-huh.
because I'm
Movie
gonna go
Pass.
see Wicked for whatever Mine Celebration Cinema VIP, but because I'm definitely going to go see Wicked here when it opens, and might as well save some money and see The Running Man as well.
Yeah, cramming is well, hopefully, I mean, AMC has like it was three films a week and I think it's four films a week. Hopefully you get a similar deal
I
at
get it's three. It's like $25 a month for three films a week.
Yeah, that's kind of what AMC does. But yeah, speaking of movies that we may or may not be about to see, it's time to plunge into the cold winter of December 2025.
This
Um
is the winter of our discontent. Oh wait, that was last week, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
and not to tip my hand too much, but just going into it, I feel like the last certainly since 2018, December has been a particularly bleak time at the movies for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the Oscar bait has moved forward to
Yes.
September through
Yes.
November, whereas it always used to be like there would be
Yeah.
things coming out on Christmas that would be
Yeah.
nominated for
Like
Best Picture. Like,
there used to be big movies on Christmas.
yeah,
Like ones that were both Oscar contender and at least decent box office movies. Like
Yeah, well,
what
I
else?
I
This is
worked at I worked at a theater the Christmas of 2012, which was Les
That's
Miserables and
exactly what
Django
I was about to bring
yes,
up. Yes, I was
yeah,
just trying to think what year that was. Like, what was that like 13 years ago?
yeah,
But I
Yeah.
mean, that was two big movies, both for award season and just for people going to the movies. And
right. I saw
although, if
Munich
any
on Christmas in what,
Oh, wow.
2006? Yeah.
way to get
Um,
into the spirit, I'm sure.
yeah, it really was festive. But yeah, I think it's absolutely become a bit of a not dumping ground necessarily, but you always get a few things that are interesting that come out after Christmas just so they can have come out in this calendar
This
year.
year.
Yeah,
And
that
then that's
last week
kind
of
of
the
it.
month tends to be something. There's
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
textured there.
But
Yeah.
also, I was saying, for people actually going to the movies, but if anyone's paid attention to the box office lately, people haven't been going to the movies
Yeah.
here all fall long, basically. Like October was an absolute wasteland at the box
Yeah.
office.
No, the highest grossing movie at the domestic box office in October was Tron Ares, which was a
Oh my
spectacular
goodness.
failure.
Yeah.
Yes, a movie that lost like nine figures.
Wow.
Yeah, it's grim. But anyway, let's get started.
On that note,
Yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna go through the wide releases and then swing around at the end and get some smaller ones. But the weekend December 5th, we're really getting one tentpole movie. We're getting Blumhouse's video game adaptation sequel, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. First one was a big hit, at least in its first week, in a Halloween frame, and now we're getting a holiday frame for it, which feels random. Are either of you excited to see Five Nights at Freddy's 2?
I did not see the first one, so no, I can't say I'm gonna see the second one.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Yeah.
Same. I didn't see the first one. I've never played the games. I PG-13 horror tends to make my skin crawl in the bad way and not a good way.
I was intrigued by um I had never really thought about Josh Hutcherson's post Hunger Games career until I watched this trailer. And then I sat there thinking, gosh, he really hasn't had much of a post Hunger Games career.
No,
And
yeah,
that is interesting to me
this is
because
his second bite at the apple, this franchise.
yeah, that's
Maybe maybe he's just doomed to do successful but anonymous roles in
yeah.
franchise fare forever,
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
be
maybe.
interesting.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess
which probably pays well.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I am somehow going to be positioned as the expert on Five Nights at Freddy's. I had a roommate who used to watch YouTube videos of Markiplier playing Five Nights at Freddy's games, and I would occasionally see snippets of them as I was walking through or cooking dinner or something. And I did see the first movie. I thought it was garbage.
Okay.
Um, they did. I don't think they had a light
Oh no.
on the set. It's just whatever. Like it. Maybe the set was lightly phosphorescent. I don't know how we could see anything. It was incredibly dark visually. It
Mm,
was incredibly bland story wise. It is a movie where nothing happens. It's a movie that
Yeah.
promises jump scares and gives you not only not jump scares, but just also no atmosphere.
wow.
Oh,
Okay.
goody. That's what horror films thrive on. But
Yeah,
I
but
will
obviously, yeah.
say, oh, go ahead.
I
Go
was just
ahead.
say, obviously, it was a huge hit because people like the games, and we'll
Mm.
see if this one is. I mean, people are gonna fucking watch this again too because it has this robot and that robot, and people care about which robots are in it, and I'm not one of them.
Yeah, I will say if this had come out when I was 12
Mhm.
and I was just growing out of the phase of being a big fan of Showbiz Pizza when I was a little kid,
Ha!
and which before it got bought out by Chuck E. Cheese or whatever exactly happened, this probably would have been something I would have been really, really interested in. But that's 30 some years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm not the target audience. I accept I'm not the target audience. I hope the kids who love Five Nights at Freddy's enjoy these.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I always think about with PG-13 horror, especially. I went to go see Blumhouse's The Gallows in theaters back when that came out, and I was watching it and I was like, "This is one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen." And we came out of it, and there was some level of teenager. He was maybe 14 or 15. He was so amped up by having seen The Gallows. It was
Wow.
probably the first horror movie he saw in theaters. And we were walking out, and he turned to me and my boyfriend, and he was like, "Wasn't that the scariest movie you've ever seen?" And
Oh.
it was really precious, and I'm glad that people that age get to have movies like that, even if I
Yes.
have seen too much and am not amused by them.
When way back in 2009, when the remake of Friday the 13th came out,
Uh-huh.
there was this couple sitting like almost directly in front of me that were doing the complete stereotypical boyfriend girlfriend teenager at the horror movie with
Uh-huh.
her hiding her face in his shoulder, and
Oh.
it was like, okay, this movie's not scary at all, but it's working for her. And
Yeah.
I mean, I like that movie though too. So,
Mhm.
but it was just like I'd never seen that in person before.
It's nice that there are people who are not jaded like the three of us. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, we have
Um,
seen too many movies.
yeah,
yeah.
and I do think there are better PG-13 horror movies to be doing this with, perhaps, but uh, I don't know that people that are 13 would agree because I'm not one of them. Not anymore. It's been a long
Hmm.
time.
Yep.
But yeah, let's move on to
You were the most
December
recent
12th.
13-year
Uh-huh.
old.
Yeah, I suppose so. But it's still been a hot minute. Um, but yeah, so let's move on to December 12th. We're getting another horror movie. Actually, more major horror movies than came out in October,
Weird.
in this December. We are getting the second remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night. Full disclosure, I do know someone who produces this movie, who produced this movie. Not very well, but we are acquaintances.
Okay.
But I am going to be honest and say, like, I am excited for Rowan Campbell, who played the much reviled character Corey Cunningham in the latest Halloween movie.
Okay.
I'm excited for him to get a horror role and kind of dig around in it and show us what he can do outside of the Titanic franchise expectations that come from a Halloween movie, because that is not attached to Silent Night, Deadly Night, which shit the bed more or less immediately and has been doing weird shit since then.
Oh, I'm excited for this movie.
Okay.
Not oh, I think it's going to be good, but if you might recall, Brendan, the first episode of this podcast I was on, the
Hmm.
movie I brought to our roundtable was Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
And then you and I went on a whole discussion about slasher films and how generic they can be.
Hmm.
That could have lasted hours. But so it's like, do I think this is going to be good? Probably not, but maybe. Am I going to watch it? Yes. Am I going to buy it? Yes. Is it going to go into my Silent Night, Deadly Night collection with all the other movies? Yes.
Fair enough. Cameron, I know you're less of a horror person.
Yeah,
Thoughts on this one?
I am not really a horror person at all. Yeah, my notes on this say no. So
Great.
I
Fair enough.
yeah. I am
not the
glad to
franchise to
hear
start.
yeah, I'm glad to hear that there was another movie called this because I was sitting there thinking, I thought that movie already came out. So, okay, great. I'm
Yeah.
not crazy. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you were not crazy. And
Yeah.
so yeah, like I said, I'm excited for Rowan Campbell to get another horror role. I mean, he was in The Monkey in like a supporting role.
Hmm.
But I'm excited to like
Yeah.
see what he can do and if he can do it. But the thing that makes me nervous is that this is from the same director who made that Friday the 13th short film Sweet Revenge,
Oh, fuck.
which was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. So
Oh,
Oh
God,
I'm
that movie
no.
nervous
was
about
so
that.
bad. But this does look to be a significantly more faithful or not adaptation, remake
Mm.
than the previous remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night. Although it
Hmm.
looks like it's more just the basic contour of the story, not a beat for beat remake. It's not, the Gus Van Sant Psycho or anything.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's fine because that original movie I like quite a bit, but it's very lumpin' and strange in the way that the story is
And it
constructed.
takes so long to get started.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's never good.
Once it does, it's got some, fun scares and kills, but oh, it takes a long time to get to them. But yeah,
Yeah.
so that sweet revenge part though, that did just dampen my enthusiasm a lot
I'm
because
so sorry to do that, but you need to
God,
be
that was
warned. The
terrible.
public needs to be
Yes,
warned.
yes. If you haven't seen Sweet Revenge,
Don't.
don't,
Yeah,
Okay.
or if
Noted.
you're curious, it's only 13 minutes long, so you're not going to waste too much of your time. But yeah,
don't.
I agree. But yes, there's not a lot going on this weekend in theaters. So I have taken a movie from the Netflix muck, which we usually ignore, and lifted it up to talk about here. Because it is the third installment in Ryan Johnson's Knives Out franchise. It's Wake Up Dead Man. It's the new Benoit Blanc murder mystery. Uh, Cameron, are you excited about this one?
So the first Knives Out movie I loved. I thought was super fun. And then the second one was fun. Not, I would not say anything much more about it. This one looks about the same as the second one. I think maybe it looks a little more interesting because of the setup. I like Josh, what's his name? Josh Cooper? No, what's his name? Josh, the guy,
Josh O'Connor.
Connor. Yes, thank you. I like him a lot, and he seems like weirdly well cast as a priest in this, like a snarky priest.
Ooh, okay.
Um, yeah, I will watch this. I'm sure I will watch it with my sister-in-law who likes this kind of thing, and it's it looks like fun, and that's not a very scintillating word to use for it, but I will be in the audience, yes.
Great.
I do not love Daniel Craig's hair in it. I
In
will
this
say
movie
that.
particularly,
Yes,
or in all
yes.
of them?
In this movie in particular, it looks real bad.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm looking. Sorry, I saw a teaser for it back in the day, but I haven't seen the full trailer. And oh, woof,
Yeah.
yeah, that looks unpleasant.
It's a choice they made, and I wonder if there's a reason. I will have to see the movie.
Yeah. How about you, Brian?
I really enjoyed the first one. I have not finished Glass Onion. I started it when it was new. Something happened, like I had to stop it, and I've
Hmm.
now multiple years later, I still haven't hit play again. So, but I'm a big Agatha Christie fan,
Mhm.
and these play more or less in that vein as
Yeah.
like a modernized take on the, Agatha Christie, the, Poirot type character.
Genius
So I,
investigator.
Mhm.
Yes.
right. And I'll probably end up giving this a shot. Maybe I'll finish Glass Onion first. Probably start it over now. But
Probably be helpful.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I like Daniel Craig, even if him doing a Foghorn Leghorn impersonation was a bit of an odd choice.
Well, but I mean, I do think that that's the thing that most connects him to a character like Poirot, because Poirot is supposed to be off-putting and foreign, and he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
I do think they get really amazing casts for these movies, and that's kind of half the pleasure in watching them.
It's
It's
like
like, wow,
Josh
what?
Brolin, Glenn Close,
Yeah, it's Thomas Hayden Church of all people is in this movie. Like,
Mia
it's
Kunis is in it,
yeah.
and
So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, time Jeremy Renner appearance.
Oh
yes.
God.
Yeah.
You gotta have one in a big cast like this. Oh, and they have Andrew Scott too.
Yeah. But somebody has to mess up and cause bad headlines right before this kind of movie opens.
Of
Right.
course.
It was
Right.
Jeremy Renner's turn.
I mean, the
Yeah.
idea of casting him in the 2020s and thinking it was going to go well was probably already a mistake. Um, like that man has been teetering on the edge of cancellation for like 15 years. But
It may have just toppled over.
yeah.
Yeah.
The snowplow thing really won him a lot of favor, so it took him a while to kind of piss that away again. But he made it.
That
Congrats.
yes, that and before that, I think his really good performance in The Town kept his
Yeah.
career
Oh,
That was a
propped
good
up for a
movie.
long time.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
don't know if he's ever been that good again in anything.
I don't know. I've never seen The Town, so I cannot say.
Ooh, that's a
But
good movie. Should see
It's
okay.
a
it.
good movie, but I
Yeah.
don't know that it's your kind of movie, Brennan.
Fair. That's fair.
Probably
Yeah.
not. That's the Ben Affleck. Like, there's the nun masks and the all that.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're bank robbers is
got it.
and it's very, very Boston because it's Ben
Yeah.
Affleck.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe, but yeah. Wake Up Dead Man for me. So I really love Agatha Christie novels, and that's kind of why I like the Knives Out movies and I like the Benoit Blanc character, but I don't like them as whodunits.
Hmm.
Because the specific ways that Ryan Johnson chooses to quote unquote deconstruct the murder mystery genre are completely contrary to the things that interest me about the murder mystery genre. Um, and it's fine. He's clearly also a big fan of Agatha Christie, but the things he wants to do with the pieces he wants to pluck from her work are not the things that I would prefer he did.
Hmm.
Um,
Interesting. Yeah.
I will watch it. He does get interesting casts. I've liked both of the previous movies, but I expect that there will be some sort of fun twist that will delight and shock and annoy me.
Yeah.
Very, very quick sidebar here. What is your opinion on Agatha Christie being updated into modern times?
Um, in what context? Like a Shakespeare
Well,
adaptation in a high school, or like what do you mean?
no, there's a upcoming on BritBox next, I think early next year, a 6 episode Tommy and Tuppence
Hmm.
miniseries set in like 2025, 2026.
Oh,
And how they're going to partially use the
Oh,
internet as part of their
no, thank you.
mystery solving.
huh.
And I mean, I love the Tommy and Tuppence
Those
stories.
books are great.
Yes,
Except for
great
the last
books.
one, which she wrote when she was kind of losing her faculties. But those
Yeah, yeah.
original books are
Well,
great.
in both the two previous times that's been adapted to TV are fun, but those were not modernized.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like it kind of that would really not defeat the point of Agatha Christie, but like part of the charm is the lack of technology. Like reading it from a modern perspective, part of the charm is they figured this out without the internet, when like give them the internet and it's just like any other NCIS kind of.
yeah, and you're taking the cozy out of it.
Yeah,
Not that
exactly.
she
That's a
was, yeah, she wasn't
Yeah.
intentionally writing cozy mysteries, but she made the template for what those are.
hmm
Um, oh, I do love Tommy and Tuppence though. I'll have to check out the show at least one episode.
Yeah, it's like I'm very conflicted on the idea because new Tommy and Tuppence, but what?
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
also that Tommy and Tuppence, if I recall correctly, it's like very specifically a World War I love story.
yeah, at
Um,
least the first
yeah, because I think they have a post World War
M or
II
N. There
adventure
we go.
also.
hmm.
Yeah, um,
Um,
oh, I can't remember what that one's called, but
no,
yes.
that one's NRM, and the first one is the man in the brown suit or something.
Okay, okay.
Um, but yeah, I love those books. They have a really sparkling chemistry. They're kind of like a Nick and Nora Charles doing spy adventures. I
Exactly, yeah. But more sober. Not sober, but more sober.
Yeah, British sober. But yeah, let's move on along
No,
to December
yes.
19th. I'm curious if this is going to be one of the longer or shorter discussions, but we have Avatar, Fire, and Ash. I think I'm going to start with you, Brian. Are you excited about this? Do you want to see Avatar 3?
So I'm gonna do a very quick review of the first two Avatar movies.
Great.
First hour of the first movie, boring as hell. Second hour of the first movie, mostly boring with a couple of really nice sequences. Last 30, 40 minutes of the first movie, really good action movie. Second movie, the entire thing is more boring than the first hour of the first movie. I hated The Way of
Oh.
Water. I think it is horrible storytelling, horrible performance by what's his name, Block of Wood.
Sam Worthington.
As I said, Block of Wood. I absolutely hated that movie. I'm I may at some point watch this on streaming. There is no chance in hell I'm sitting through a theater for 195 goddamn minutes of blue
Mhm.
cat people.
Man, yeah.
Okay, anyway, so hopefully somebody else likes it more than me, so it's not all like this.
Yeah, Cameron,
Oh,
are
and
you
I
going
do
to
think the
be
CGI is beautiful, just to be fair.
sure?
Yeah, the CGI is beautiful. I guess I do like it more than you, even though I also have reservations about it. This to me has been absolutely not on my radar. Like I knew Fire and Ash was happening. I know he's making like three more of these after this or something, but somehow it like had not occurred to me. I had not seen trailers for it until Brennan sent me a list of movies to watch trailers for, that this was actually coming out this December. And it seems, I just don't understand why we need to keep watching this plot, because they're all kind of the same plot, like, or at least they appear to be. I guess two times is a coincidence, and if we end up with a third similar plot, then we'll have three times and we can call it a pattern. But I I will go see it. I will see it big because I like beautiful things on big screens. The Way of Water, I liked a lot, partially for the sequence in which they recreated Titanic at the end. But I don't think it was like, a monumental movie or anything. It was just entertaining. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Dispute with that last point.
Yeah,
Fair.
and I am less viscerally angry than Brian, but I also really didn't like The Way of Water. As long-term listeners may know, A movie that is longer than 2 hours and 15 minutes really needs to do a lot to win me over.
Yeah.
And the kind of CGI travelogue of it all doesn't really compel me. I at least I don't feel like Pandora is an interesting enough place.
No, it's not. It's not, period.
Yeah. There's not enough that is it's not like, wow, we're immersed in this alien world. It's like, okay, there's trees. Okay, there's water and there's fish and they look kind of like whales and kind of not. Like
Hmm.
I'm not compelled by that. They're well rendered, but I'm not really compelled by either half of what Avatar offers to people in terms of like form and function. So I'm definitely going to skip Avatar 3.
I have a
Oh,
feeling a lot of people are going to skip Avatar 3. It just seems like there's where there was no market of people clamoring for a sequel, there really isn't for a third.
But that's what people were saying this right before Avatar 2
and
came
then
out
it
and made
made what,
all the
billion and a
money.
half dollars or whatever.
Yeah.
I do agree. I think it will have to have diminishing returns, kind of like with The Last Jedi coming after The Force
Yes.
Awakens, because
Yeah.
we no longer have the legacy thing going on, the nostalgia. But if it doesn't make more than $1 billion, like I'd be shocked. But it just won't make $2 billion, maybe.
God. Yeah.
Yeah. I do
Yeah,
not expect everybody to be negative on this movie, but hey, I like it.
yeah. Well, I think very soon on the podcast you're going to be hearing an entire James Cameron episode. No promises if that doesn't
Oh.
happen, but
Yeah, that's been talked about at least, yes.
yeah, there may be a reversal of fortunes for Avatar 3 on this podcast.
I don't think we're the three who are going to be on that
That
podcast.
doesn't, yeah.
No.
No.
Although
Um,
I like a lot of Cameron's work prior to
yeah.
him spending the last decade and a half doing nothing but Avatar and
Hmm.
documentaries,
Yeah, well, he did. He at least provided the story or maybe wrote the script for Alita Battle Angel, which is a movie I
which
quite
is the
like.
best thing he's done in the 21st century.
Yeah. But anyway,
Give me
also,
Alita too.
oh my God, yeah. Okay, also, in a bid at counter programming that could bite them in the ass, we're getting another wide release on the weekend Avatar 3 comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Um,
surprised me.
yeah, it is Paul Feig adaptation of the mom thriller bestseller The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. He previously made A Simple Favor and then Another Simple Favor. I would be much more excited for this movie if Another Simple Favor hadn't just happened and shown me what
Yeah.
he can do with a movie like this in the 2020s.
Yeah, I have been meaning to read this book because it seems like everybody I know has read this book. Um, but seeing the trailer for the movie makes me not want to read the book at all. I like Amanda Seyfried a lot. I
Yeah,
don't
she's
really,
the reason I'm gonna
yeah.
consider seeing this movie.
Yes, and
Same.
I don't really have any particular love or hate for Sydney Sweeney. She's somebody that I guess she's famous because of her boobs, but like I don't other than that, I don't really get why she's all over the place.
Her breakout year did not break out.
Yeah, she's been this is kind of probably her last bid at like really having a movie career.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously there's been some pop culture things that have happened surrounding her too. So,
Hmm.
um you're probably right. Anyway, she for some reason the styling of her character on this in this trailer really bothers me.
Ooh.
And like she just looks like the hot girl who's trying to look mousy, and
Which
I
is what
don't.
she did in Madam Web too. They just like
Oh, I
chucked
didn't see
glasses
that.
on her and she was trying to do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't buy it. Like we know you're a hot girl, Sydney Sweeney. Stop trying to
Yeah.
play literally anything else.
Unless someone's going to bet they can make you prom queen, I'm not interested.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to pigeonhole women into certain types of of roles, but yeah, something about her bothers me. I I might see this with friends, and that's, you know, if I see it, it'll be just for fun to go see something.
Yeah, and it sounds like it feels like it could be a fun movie. I don't know that it's being sold very well.
Yeah.
Um, but there could be something there.
It reminded me a little bit of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle and made me want to just go watch
Ooh.
that movie. That's a great movie.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
just got
that's
remade.
terrific.
Oh, did it?
Yes, I
Yeah,
on
direct to
Hulu
Hulu.
exclusive, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I don't need to see
Yeah, I
that.
haven't I have not watched the remake.
Yeah,
But as far as this goes, I really liked A Simple Favor a lot.
I did too.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
I liked Another Simple Favor. Not as much, but I liked it.
I did too. I just don't know that we need another one of these from Paul Feig right
Right.
now.
And as already mentioned, I like Amanda Seyfried a lot. How much of that is still leftover affection from Veronica Mars, I can't tell you.
Fair, yeah.
One of these days, I'm going to turn this into a Veronica Mars podcast. But I was reasonably excited about this movie reading about it. Then I pushed play on the trailer,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that is a bad trailer.
You see the whole movie in the trailer, which is
And
true
it
of
doesn't look good. Like,
yeah.
if those are the scenes that are the best scenes that are supposed to sell me on this movie,
Yeah.
Well, may we can give them the benefit of the doubt and hope that they are hiding a bunch of reveals and are just using what they can from the first act, because
hopefully, because
there are some recent trailers that have been eliding spoilers in a way that's uh nice in recent years. So
that was just a bad trailer that made me go from, oh, I liked the last couple things, and oh, this looks bad. And I don't want it to look bad, but it does. I'm
Yeah.
still more likely to go see it than Avatar, though.
fair enough. Yeah, well, we'll have to see. I mean, I might see it that weekend if I'm not busy. But like I'm hoping that there's like some good word of mouth because that's the thing that will get me in the door.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't know. But we have one weekend left. Let's go on over Christmas weekend. Oh, Cameron, you're clapping. Is there a title
Oh,
you're excited for? Or
oh
just
my
excited for
God.
Christmas? Yeah.
This Anaconda movie looks so dumb and so exciting. I can't wait. So sorry, Brennan, to step on you there.
No, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I like movies that make fun of themselves as they go, and this seems to be that.
Yeah, and I'm very curious because you hear okay they're doing a reboot of Anaconda. That's I mean sure Anaconda's not a great movie, so you could maybe do something
Right.
better with it. Um, but the thing that I mean it's very interesting that they're doing this meta angle where it's Paul
Yes.
Rudd and Jack Black are two friends who are trying to reboot Anaconda and end up being attacked by a real snake while making their movie. Um,
It's like the Jumanji treatment that it's getting. They're giving it
yeah,
the, yeah, and I
complete with Jack
appreciate
Black.
that. Yes, complete with Jack Black and Steve Zahn, who's just underappreciated across the board, I think. So, and Paul Rudd. It's very exciting.
Um, the name I want to highlight in the cast, just because I was really surprised to see it, is Alan Sky,
Oh yeah.
who
Oh,
is in one of my favorite movies of all time, Say
Say
Anything.
anything. Yep.
Yep. And I honestly don't know what the last thing she was in that I've
Sh-
seen was.
She was in Zodiac in 2007. I don't know
Yeah,
if she's
okay,
been in
so
anything since then.
whoa.
that's 18 years ago though.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the last thing she's done that I saw was. It might be Zodiac.
Yeah.
It's like, but it was like, oh, Say Anything. I love that movie. That was I kind of got distracted going through the cast, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why we're rebooting Anaconda in general. I don't know why we're doing it as a meta comedy, but I also don't know that there's a better way to reboot Anaconda because the original is a painfully dumb movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun, but painfully dumb
Yeah.
with some amazing accent work.
Oh, yeah. John Voight is the only thing I think about in that movie.
I
Um,
don't know what the accent John Voight was doing is, but it's amazing.
yeah, I don't know what a Paraguayan accent is supposed to sound like, and neither does John Voight.
Yep.
I
Yep.
am
True.
positive it's not that.
Yeah. But yeah, Anaconda could be something. Also out that weekend we've got Song Sung Blue, which is Hugh Jackman. Oh God, who's the lady in Song Sung Blue?
Oh,
I
It's
oh Jesus! I just
sorry, is,
watched that
is it
trailer
Kate
too.
Hudson or am
it is
I?
Kate Hudson. Okay, thank you.
Oh
I
wait, so
couldn't
is this
I
a
think
remember
Kate
you
her
and
are
name.
right.
Leopold reunion?
It totally is.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, it's the
I
rise and
forgot that movie
fall.
existed.
Yeah, it's probably fine. The rise and fall of a Neil Diamond tribute band. It's such a weird choice in the fact that they're
Yes.
pushing it out at Christmas, which this is taking the musical slot that kind of always happens at Christmas.
Yeah,
And what is this going to be? I have no idea.
I yeah, it's like when I first saw the title, I thought, oh, somebody made a Neil Diamond biopic.
Yeah.
Not
Also,
quite.
may did I miss it or did the Song Sung Blue not show up in the trailer?
I don't think it showed up in the trailer.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
think so.
there's like 4 or 5 Neil Diamond songs, and none of them are the title track.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be, I mean, so this is directed by Craig Brewer, who did Hustle and Flow, and
Mhm.
also, oh crap, there's something else that he directed that I actually really liked. Now I'm
I don't know
blanking
if
on
you
it.
really liked this, but he
Okay.
directed the Footloose remake in 2011.
No, that's not what. Oh, he did
No,
Dolomite is My Name. I liked that.
Mhm.
So it could be good. I feel like Hugh Jackman singing, despite his like weird track record with movies I don't like, I that gets me at least interested because I
Yeah.
think he's delightful and charming and like has just a great screen presence and he's really the best thing about Greatest Showman, which I think we've already discussed how I don't like Greatest Showman, so I won't go
Mhm.
no.
down that road. But
He did Black Snake Moan as well, Craig Brewer,
Oh,
oh yeah, you're
which was
right.
a interesting movie at least.
Yeah.
This is like this. It feels like his career took a very strange turn. Not
yeah.
bad, just like
And he did that
going.
Coming to America Legacy sequel too.
It's like somewhere around the time of Dolomite is My Name. It's like he just went. Well, I guess earlier than that because Footloose was earlier than that. He
And
just went
Hustle and
like,
Flow was a lot earlier than that.
yeah, I don't know. It just feels like there was a switch from stuff like Hustle and Flow, Black Snake Moan to Footloose. I mean, it's all music. I mean, I guess there's the music in Hustle and Flow, but
Mhm.
this is a very strange career. Not bad career, just movies that don't feel like they're of a piece with one another at all.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and this is also I mean, this is a peculiar movie for a very peculiar Christmas. This is going to
Yes.
be a very strange weekend at the movies. And the third movie we're getting, it's Marty Supreme. Timothy Chalamet plays a ping pong player. It is the other sports movie from a softie brother after the
Oh,
Smashing Machine.
God.
and
They
hopefully for them, it'll do more money than the Smashing Machine did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it'll need to because it's like one of A24's most expensive movies, if not the most expensive. I don't remember. I don't
Yeah,
have the chart in front of me.
It will.
and
Timothy Chalamet will perform for them. It's okay.
is it just me, or was the trailer for this movie insufferable?
Well, this is another instance of you see the entire movie in the trailer, I believe,
That too, but
unless, yeah.
especially at the very end of the trailer when there's like, he's not Marty normal, he's Marty Supreme. And
Oh God.
I was literally in the theater before Black Phone 2. I wanted to throw something at the screen when he said that. Like,
Yeah, it's a bad line.
Yeah, and I'm really confused by what this movie wants to be. I don't
Yeah.
know.
is it a comedy? Is it a drama? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, and I think that's okay. But I need to be convinced to watch this movie. I need to be told there's something about it that somebody will tell me and that'll finally click, I hope, of like why I want to watch Marty Supreme because I don't right now. Although I did just see that Abel Ferrara is in the cast, and that's interesting.
Huh. Yeah, I'm a little ambivalent on this too, so who knows? Maybe I'll end up seeing it. If it's gonna get maybe nominated for Oscars, I will see it, but
Mhm. So
A24 wants it to.
if you're picking one of the three movies on Christmas, so for you, is it going to be Anaconda, Cameron?
oh, 100%. Yes.
How about you, Brian?
I mean, I think that's going to depend on what kind of word of mouth comes out on Song Sung Blue.
Yeah.
Mm,
Because I feel like that's a movie that could end up anywhere from a 0% to like a 92% on the tomato meter.
yeah. No, and I think Song Sung Blue is gonna be my pick because I mean I love a live action musical. It's not a biopic because I kind of hate music
Thank
biopics. They're
God.
Yeah.
usually not good. So the fact that it's more of just like a weird jukebox musical that is really inexplicable is that's compelling to me.
Yeah, about a
Yeah.
Neil Diamond tribute band. Okay.
This is certainly the one where if you're gonna go to a movie with like your family, this is Song Sung Blue is the movie for Christmas.
Oh, like yeah, I mean the Anaconda reboot and Marty Supreme don't really
Yeah.
feel like family plays.
No, no.
No.
Um, but yeah,
This is a
let's okay.
weird December, though.
It's so weird. Which is weird is not a bad thing. It's better than being absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
True,
agreed.
true.
But yes, Cameron, you brought up earlier that the awards bait kind of movies are migrating earlier in the year.
Hmm.
But we do have some smaller releases we're looking at that are coming out in September. I wanted us to kind of pick out one or two to talk about each. I mean, normally it's one, but I found two. So you're allowed to have two if you're really raring to go.
I
Okay.
have one.
Okay, what is it, Brian?
That's funny.
Oh,
Okay.
Brian Fowler. He
Brian
almost has
Fuller.
your name.
Yes. Brian Fuller, Mads Mikkelsen, Sigourney Weaver. I'm
Yep.
sold.
Okay, yeah,
It's
that's
like
fair.
that was enough words that I'm sold on that I want to see this movie. I I couldn't tell from the trailer, and this isn't a bad thing, this is just saying, if it's a horror film that's masquerading as kind of an action thriller, or if it's an action thriller that's masquerading as a horror film.
Hmm.
Because I don't know if the monsters are real or not, or
Oh,
if it's just people.
got it. Yeah,
I
I'm so unclear on what this movie is
Yeah,
even
same.
about.
but
It,
I love Mads Mikkelsen.
Mhm.
Of course, I love Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
And hey, Brian Fuller doing a movie means it won't get canceled halfway through the run.
Yeah, it's in the can. He can't be taken off this project.
Exactly.
there are
Yeah.
two shots in this trailer where I think it's Sigourney Weaver and Mads Mikkelsen having a conversation where they're just both of them have like LED light
Halos.
halos, and that
Yes.
those two shots in sequence made me interested in this movie.
Ooh.
Yes.
Like,
I noticed that too. It was a
yeah.
very interesting, because obviously intentional effect.
And this
Mhm.
it's also I think is he a first time feature director? I didn't write his name down. The
Brian,
guy
no, it's Brian Fuller. He's a big TV guy. He did
he's a
Pushing
writer
Daisies and
though, isn't he?
Hannibal. He's a writer, showrunner, director. He directed that Carrie 2002 TV movie that we were just
Right, but
talking
I think
about.
like I didn't see
I
any
don't,
other features in
I
his
don't know if he's
bio.
done a.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
That's
this
actually,
it could
I'm
be
gonna.
interesting. So I would not say no to seeing this. Like absolutely.
Yeah, but what is the movie that you want to kind of pluck from the throng, though,
Oh
Cameron?
man. Great question. I can tell you many that it is not, but I won't because I feel like I've been very negative
No,
this
it's
episode.
it's kind of hard not to be negative. And I'm actually looking at
Yeah.
his he maybe didn't direct that 2002 Carrie. I might be misremembering that he just wrote it and didn't direct it, so I'm sorry
Yeah.
for being
That's
wrong.
okay. Um, I would say I'm a big fan of Michael Showalter, and he directed this, I believe, like straight to Hulu or straight to Amazon Prime or something. Um, Michelle Pfeiffer Christmas movie. And as Brennan and I are going to discuss sometime soon, I
Hmm.
really like stupid made-for-TV movie Christmas movies. So, I'm excited about that. The fact that it was written and directed by Michael Showalter is that's that's a good reason for me to see it.
Yeah. Oh, especially yeah, that type of movie because you what
Hmm.
he made The Big Sick. He made Hello, My Name is Doris. Like, what has he done recently? Like, I feel like I'm not caught up with him even.
I don't believe he's done much recently.
Okay.
But you know, he's the Wet Hot American Summer guy.
Uh-huh.
He did all of like I feel like his style of comedy is snarky enough to make a sappy Christmas movie really fun. And
Mhm.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, and I don't think you said the trailer. You're talking about Oh, What
Oh, I'm
Fun,
so sorry.
correct?
Yeah. Oh, what fun. Yes.
And there's a period after each word.
Yes. Oh, what
Yeah.
fun.
The title even seems to be sarcastic.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's about Michelle Pfeiffer, like, as a mother who is not appreciated enough or feels she's not appreciated enough, and her children, who I believe are grown children, and then maybe she
Mm.
has grandchildren too, fail to enter her into the like Mom of the Year competition.
Oh
So
no.
she like goes on a road trip and enters herself, I think is the premise of this movie. And
Okay.
great, I'm in.
Yeah. That sounds
I do
great.
like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, yeah. So I do a lot of sitting around watching stupid movies in December, and this will be top of my list. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of cozy, like
Yes.
that's a great Christmas vibe. I totally agree. We'll
Yeah.
talk about this more at a later date.
Yes. Yes, we will.
Yeah. This definitely sounds like a movie up both your alleys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, I the smaller releases I kind of wanted to look at. This is like the one movie I've been excited for in any capacity in a couple months, I feel like.
Okay.
But the movie 100 Nights of Hero.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
it's this kind of fantasy, kind of old-timey, uh uh it's just like this queer take on a fantasy. It's kind of 1001 Nights a little bit. But it's just about this kind of love triangle between Micah Monroe and Emma Corrin and Nicholas Galitzine, and I'm very interested in what that is going to be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It looked good. I don't know much about any of these actors, but I would see it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Nicholas Galitzine is kind of the rising twink boy, basically.
Okay.
He's one of the fun twinks that are promoted in the serial and the Running Man. He is getting twunkified because he's going to be playing He-Man in that new Masters of the Universe movie.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah, gonna have
Um,
to put on some serious
oh
yeah.
yeah,
bulk
and
for
he
that.
did. I think 100 Nights of Hero catches him in between his kind of red, white, and royal blue level and He-Man.
Oh, was he in Red, White, and Royal Blue? I
Yeah, he
saw
was the
that.
prince in
Okay.
red, white, and royal
Okay.
blue.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, and
Great.
he
Yeah.
was the fake Harry Styles in that Anne Hathaway movie, The Idea of You, which was also a Prime Video romance movie.
I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Wait, there's a different fake Harry Styles movie?
oh yeah,
Not
no,
just
it's
the After series?
no, there are two movies based on Harry Styles fan fiction.
Oh my
I
God.
so
And the
okay
Anne
then.
Hathaway one is better. But I have
That's not
seen
surprising.
After more times. Anyway, I also really quickly want to bring up a movie called The Plague.
Uh-huh.
It's a
I did
movie.
watch that trailer.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer too. I worry that it's gonna be a little too elevated horror-y. Like it has a an allegory and it's really gonna kind of weighing on that a little bit. But so it's about this like swim camp for 12-year-old boys, and the boys kind of do this thing where they like pretend that the one boy that they don't like has the plague, and they're like, "Don't let him touch you, don't let him sit with you," which feels very realistic to me. That's a thing that 12-year-old
Yes.
boys would
Yeah.
do. But one of the boys, he's he's young and he's shy, and he's worried that maybe he actually caught some sort of plague from this kid, and there seems to be a body horror element.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the pull quotes say something about it.
Yeah, I worry that it will all just be like imaginary or dreamlike. Like if we're doing a big metaphor movie, I want to literalize the metaphor and have something scary happen because of it. Um, oh yeah, Cameron.
I feel like it, I mean, I hope that the body horror, I'm not a huge body horror person, but I hope it's not limited to like the acne that we see on this kid. Like that seems to be
Yeah.
maybe why they're saying he has the plague, but like maybe there's something more, I would hope,
Yeah, hope
percolating under
Well,
the
yeah, that's
surface.
hopefully that's step one of whatever this plague is. I
Yeah.
will say though, the one boy, not the lead or the kid that's being tormented at the beginning, but the kid that looks to be like the ringleader
uh-huh.
seems to be perfectly well cast to look like just the worst, most evil child you've
Yeah.
ever met.
Oh yeah, someone who will like shoulder check you while playing a Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
Yes,
Um,
exactly. Um, and there was something else. I wanted to point out that it's not swim camp. It's water polo
Oh,
camp.
is it? Okay.
Ah,
Yes, I read that in the
wait,
log line and went, water polo camp?
that is much more interesting because a lot of shit can go down under the surface of the water in water polo. Like
Yeah.
This is true.
you can't let the refs see you do stuff above the water, but underneath it's
Yeah.
nasty. So that actually makes me much more interested in
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a movie that featured water polo before.
no, me either.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting. And Cameron, to your point about the body horror, there's at least one shot in the trailer that kind of implies like a scene that looked to me kind of like the hangnail scene from Black Swan,
Oh.
Ooh,
which is
ooh, ooh.
one of the grossest things in cinema. I think
Yeah.
about that a lot.
Yep.
So I'm hoping they lean in on that at least a little bit. And the lead of this movie, his name is the actor's name is Everett Blunk. I just learned about him for the first time. He's a kid, but he was just in a queer coming of age movie called Griffin in Summer that I watched last month, and
Hmm.
I thought was really, really lovely, and he was incredible in it. So that
Oh.
he's the person that makes me want to brave this potentially being kind of a disappointing, A24 horror style promotional campaign.
Cool. Okay. It's good
And
to
this
have.
is a movie that I might like a lot, and it's a movie I might dislike a lot. But it's a limited release, and I'm pretty positive will not play within an hour, hour and a half drive of me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a wait for streaming.
Yeah.
yeah, fair
Another
enough.
wait for streaming probably for a lot of people that I'm kind of interested in is there's a new Jim Jarmusch movie coming out in December called Father, Mother, Sister, Brother
Mm-hmm.
with
Another over punctuated title.
yeah, actually, is there punctuation in the
Oh,
title?
maybe there isn't. I thought
I
there
don't think
was.
there is.
Okay, sorry.
If there is, I did not transcribe it, but you
No,
could be
there's not.
right.
There's not.
But I think Jim Jarmusch and Adam Driver are a really great pair. I'm not always a Jarmusch fan. Like I thought Broken Flowers was kind of overly self-congratulatory, but this looks good. It has Tom Waits play. It's like a dysfunctional family drama, probably dramedy rather than drama. And Tom Waits is the father. It sounds like the mother has passed away, and then Adam Driver and Mayim
Yeah, Mullet.
Bialik.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say
an
Blossom,
interesting
but
cast. Yeah.
yeah, are
Blossom is exactly what I was
yeah,
almost saying too.
Blossom and Adam Driver. So they're the kids. Like that's
Which,
and
Brennan,
Charlotte
are you two?
Rampling.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Charlotte Rampling is in this. Like she's
Yep.
always a good person to follow. Just she picks good roles. So Vicky Creeps, who is in Phantom
Ooh.
Thread.
Hmm.
Yeah, like it's an interesting, again, an interesting cast. Kate Blanchett is in there as like the sixth build person.
Yeah.
So and Jim Jarmusch makes interesting movies, whether I like them always or not. So
Hmm.
I'm excited about that too. Or maybe not excited is the right word, but I will see that. So yeah.
And we could watch some IP get milked under the sea.
Oh God.
What?
He's talking about SpongeBob.
Oh God, no, I don't want to talk or think about that CG animated
Ugh.
3D SpongeBob. No, thank you.
Do
I
children still
am
like SpongeBob? Is that
I
it's like
must be. It's
Paramount would
still
love if they did.
yeah, right.
yeah,
That's true.
I am old enough that by the time SpongeBob became a thing, I wasn't watching children's television anymore.
Hmm.
Same.
So I have completely missed this apparently 20 some year era of SpongeBob. But I believe this is like the third or fourth SpongeBob movie now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. I was a big fan of SpongeBob as a kid. I was at the right age to be delivered that by Nickelodeon, but whatever they're desecrating the withered corpse of SpongeBob at this
Yeah.
point. I don't know what that even is. It's like
Yeah.
how Pokemon is still going. The show. It's like I can just leave that behind.
Yeah. Well, we're adults though, so
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
apparently we're not the target audience.
Time to put away sponge-shaped things.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, I think that's about it. Are there any other smaller titles, or can we wrap this up?
I think that's everything I was at all interested in on that
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, I agree.
Great. I mean, I'm more excited about December than I was about November potentially. So that's something. But yeah, I think we can
Unless we want to insult movies coming out, because
I think
Boy,
we've done
this
enough of
Speckham
that
Hall.
potentially.
This Speckham Hall looks like it might be one of the worst things ever made.
Oh, the latest in Tom Felton's parade of indignities.
Poor kid.
I will say, I mean, I don't know. I like Jimmy Carr. I think he's funny. I think he wrote it. And
Okay.
like, so maybe it'll be funny, but I don't know if it'll be funny enough to sustain an entire movie. It's like an upstairs, downstairs kind of
Yeah, it is.
Downton Abbey thing.
Yeah, they're
What?
trying to airplaneify Downton
Yes,
Abbey, like very
exactly.
specifically.
Yeah. Not
Uh,
necessary, but
yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe. I think it's too late to be doing that. Even though we got a Downton Abbey movie this year, it's past.
I agree. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Once
yeah,
Maggie Smith died, I think it was over.
very much, very much. But yeah, let's wrap up with where can people find you on the internet? Cameron, you want to tell us about your podcast and anywhere else potentially?
Sure. My podcast is in sort of an extended break that we're taking for a lot of personal reasons on everybody's front. But if you are interested in listening to it, it is a deep dive into the Babysitters Club and the original novels, not the reboot novels. And it is called Stony Brook Reunion, the Babysitters Club Book Club. Find it wherever you get your podcasts. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And Brian, how about you?
Uh, Farewell 3D on Letterboxd and most other social media. That's about all I got.
Nice. Oh wait, I get to finally ask you a question. Now that you've pronounced it out loud in a way that I'm really registering. I always read it as Farwell Ed. Is that not what it's meant to be?
No, it was. You know what? I have had that as my email since like 1999.
Ah, one of
I don't
those.
even remember what it meant anymore. But no, it was 3D specifically. I don't remember what the 3Ds were anymore though.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Oh.
I just I'm leet speak pilled still from being on the internet in the 2000s, so I just read all numbers as letters.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, you can also find me on Letterboxd. I think it's just under my name. It might be under It's Raining Brens, which is where you can find me across most social media platforms. You can also find more episodes of this show and others at alternateending.com, as well as Tim's reviews. He's back writing reviews. Check those out.
Woo.
Join the Alternate Ending Patreon. Currently, we have a hotly contested poll for what we're going to cover on the horror podcast Bride of Alternate Ending in
Ooh.
December.
What are the choices?
So we are going to be kind of taking December to look back at the horror of 2025. So this is giving people a chance to vote for uh, a 2025 horror movie for Tim to watch, which are some of the things that people have been clamoring for the most on
Okay.
comments on Letterboxd. But yeah, if you want to do that, you can join Patreon at the $3 level. We're currently looking at like Weapons, 28 Years Later,
Mhm.
Final Destination Bloodlines, Good Boy, and just for fun, K-pop Demon Hunters. One of these will win.
Vote Final Destination early, vote Final Destination often.
I do kind of hope it's that one or K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
But because I've seen most of these movies, so I'll just be tagging along with Tim to talk about them. But anyway, keep an ear out for that. And I do believe you will be getting a James Cameron episode soon, potentially even next. But if you don't, don't sue me. I'm not sure. But anyway, until next time, bye.